problem. So I guess once you came up with the idea for the product and went out into your garage and start kind of tinkering around, like what was the next step for you once you figured out you had something? And the reason I'm asking that is because I know growing up for me, I didn't know any patent attorneys or whatnot, and it seems like some people who are maybe coming up, they maybe know someone, whether directly or indirectly, that knows a patent attorney or a patent agent that they can talk to about their idea to kind of see what's the next steps. Or a lot of people, they use Google University to kind of, hey, search what's the next steps in a process. So for you, what was your next steps after you kind of went out in the garage and said, okay, maybe I have something that works? Because it's I mean, as you know, it's a lot going on between that initial ideal and kind of working it out, and maybe kind of building a business, getting protection on the IP, and kind of going from there. So what was your next steps after tinkering around in your garage?
I can't say that a lot of it was a skill set I had or knew what to do. I think a lot of it was a lot of luck and networking. I think for me, networking has always been the number one factor in our success.
Okay.
So I had an idea, I had a prototype in my garage. In theory, it worked. So I had to do two things. My dad told me, if you're going to pursue this, you have to get protection. You have to look into a patent.
Yep.
So I knew a friend that was a real estate attorney. He knew a guy he went to school with in downtown Minneapolis that was a patent attorney. This guy was gracious enough to have me come down and talk to him.
Okay.
And, this is a long time ago. I'm ignorant as hell. And I'm going to downtown Minneapolis. The tallest building in Minneapolis is the IDS Center. And these guys were on the top floor.
Hmm.
And me walking into that building was like, oh my God, what am I getting myself into? And anyway, I went and met with him. He was an awesome guy. And he said, you know what? I like helping people like you. And we can do this, at a much, much reduced rate because I'd like you to succeed
Right.
if this is viable. So that started the first of many, many patents with him. And he was extremely helpful. Ultimately, he left that firm. So we found another patent attorney through people I knew. And I think today we've got 10 patents now.
Really?
But I've learned so much about patents and creating patents that have